Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Not quite sure if my video is on or not. It looks like I'm froze here. Um, man, I've got a word today. I'm a little disturbed today. You guys can see the picture behind me. This is something that I found on the streets of Oakland this week. And it's been really bothering me, if I can really tell you the truth about it. I'm not sure if my video is coming through right now. I'm going to try to fix the video here, you guys. I'm not quite sure what's happening. The devil's a liar. He doesn't want me to show you what I've got on my background. I see there's a couple people in the room with me. If I lose you, come back, because you guys are going to need to see this. If you've not seen my page today or what we found on the street, I want you guys to just come back for a second. My video is not playing. I'm looking at it here, and it looks like I'm frozen. So I'm going to have to reboot this thing. But I don't want to lose you guys, because this conversation I want to have today is going to be very, very important, not only for us, but for our children and moving forward. But so if I lose you guys real quickly, come back and join me in a second. All right. Okay. Wow, it's still frozen. Why am I still frozen? You guys, can you see the picture behind me right now? I'm not sure if you can see me still. I'm not quite sure what's happening right now, but my video is bad. I do want you guys to see this. I'm going to try this one more time. Reason, I've never had a problem with the video, but today we're having a problem with our video because I believe that the devil don't want me to show y'all this. If y'all watching my page, we probably got people that's joining. I wish you would come back. I've got a lot of things going on. My computer's making a lot of noise today. My video is stuck. And usually that tells me that we're right on the nerve. We're right on somebody's nerve. I think we're right on Satan's nerve right now, because we're getting ready to expose what he's doing in our community. Many of us don't know what's happening because we don't get out, or some of the areas that we're in or where we live, or we don't go and visit those areas. So I'm gonna try to restart this one more time. Look, I see some people in the room. If I lose you, come back, because I think that we're being attacked by the enemy right now. He does not want me to show you what I found on the streets, because it's absolutely repulsive. If I lose you, I don't know what's happening right now, but it looks like I'm being frozen out. Um, Looks like I may have to take this to another place, because it's like something's happening here. It's not allowing me to go live right now. And I have a very important message. I have some pictures I want to show you guys. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to log off and come back on under just Facebook right now. For some reason, my video is stuck. I can't get it unstuck, and I know what it is, you guys. It's when something good is going to be exposed. I believe Satan is trying to throw some monkey wrenches at the program today, but I'm not going to be discouraged, because I've been under attack so many times that I recognize that, what it is, for what it is. And so I'm going to win anyway. I may have to shut this feed down and go do it a different way. But I do have a word I want to show you guys. If you guys have not looked down my page and seen all the needles that we found in the middle of the street in Oakland, I would that you would just pop off my page real quick and scan down my timeline, and you'll see a shovel full of needles that we found on the street. And I want to talk about it today. You know, I want to talk about it with you guys. So I'm hoping you guys come back. But again, our video is out. It's not allowing me to come up right now like I normally would. So I'm just. It doesn't surprise me one bit. You know, it don't surprise me one bit. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna log directly into Facebook, and let's do it like that. All right. Peace and blessings. Here we go. Come up with it. Oh, I'm back. Here I am. You know, the devil's a liar. Sometimes, you know, you just got to press through to get where you want to go. Man, I wanted to share this with you guys today because I've been grieved ever since I found it. You know how some things just really get to you. And this is something that you see this picture behind me. It really gets to me, you guys. We had somebody that's sick enough in our community that dropped these needles on the street that our children walk down every day. And I guess they were so out of their mind that they didn't even try to pick it up. They just left it right there where it was for us to pick up. You can see over here, there's a crack pipe over here. So they had all their stuff together. And then there's, I don't know, about 30 to 40 needles in this pile. And I just wanted to make sure some people see that other than me. You know, I think we're in a state of emergency. You know, people talk about, you know, hurricanes and floods and all the stuff that's going on. I believe homelessness and people drug addiction and people out here the murdering is we're under siege. Okay. And people, nobody's really paying no attention to it. When you got somebody that would do something like this, that would just walk out there and drop needles on the street and not pick them up, that is a sick individual. That is a sick individual. Let me see if I don't even want it on me. Let me see if I can move it around. Let me move it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Let me move. So y'all might see. so y'all can get a good shot of that. You know, we've been out cleaning up the streets of Oakland. You know, and I'm a little disappointed in our community. We haven't gotten very much help. You know, last week, I can't remember my brother's name. I had one brother show up to help me clean up, and we cleaned up a couple of blocks, you know, and we're going to be out again on this Saturday cleaning up. But when you see this, what does that make you feel like? How do you feel about that? You know, I can't get it out of my mind. Can I just tell y'all the truth? I can't get it out of my mind. I went to sleep the other day and I woke up and I felt I had fallen in the needles. You know what I'm saying? And I had caught the AIDS. And I just, it was all bad. You know, can I just say that? I came on today. I don't have no show today, but I felt like it. I ain't been going live because we have some problems with our computers. My computers are a little bit too loud right now. We need some new fans in the computers, and I ain't got the money to fix that right now. So we've been working with what we can work with. But I had to come on today and share this picture with you guys. It hurts my heart, man. I hope it hurts your heart like it hurts mine. You know, I don't know what we can do to help, but I did start a GoFundMe page. All you guys that can't go come out to help us. If you guys would donate, I think I'm not sure if somebody can find the link for me. One of my staff members in the room. If you guys can go to my page and find the link and post it in the chat box in case somebody that's out of the area like to donate to the cause of making sure we keep this clean every week. It looks like I'm going to have to start hiring a few people to go out there and help me because we don't have a community that cares. You know, what this was about, you guys, it really wasn't about us cleaning it up or hiring people to clean it up. It was about getting people to unify around an idea, that we can unify as a community around an idea. And this idea for me was that we could just come together in such a way that we take care of our city. That's really my idea. You know, the idea is that we would all just come out of our houses for about an hour every Saturday morning and lend a hand. I don't care where you at, where you're from, but if we just cause this to be a national movement, where on Saturday mornings from 9 to 12 o'clock, we just come out and we take care of our community, ourselves. We don't have enough people in the community. We don't have enough police. The police, this ain't the police's job to pick this up. This ain't the garbage man. He ain't going to get this because he going to look, the man who comes and empties your garbage, he not going to pick this up. The street sweeper ain't going to pick this up. Obviously, the dope fiend ain't going to pick this up. Who going to get it if we don't get out there and get it ourselves? Who going to get it? This get it sat on our streets for months and months and months and months without nobody doing nothing. Everybody walking right by it. I'm talking about syringes, used syringes on our streets. And I know, you know, I haven't been on in a minute. And I may sound like I'm on my horse today, but I'm going to stay on here and I'll talk to everybody who comes through this room today because this hurts me. You know, that we can't find enough time out of our day to come and take care of our community. But the thing that gets me the most is that everybody got a solution. Everybody got an opinion about what we can do. Won't we do this, or won't you do that, or if they did that. I mean, if I had a dollar from all the people who said if y'all was just, they don't say, what can I do? What can I do to help the situation? Well, you know, I think that they messed this up. Or, man, ain't nobody messed up anything. People out there trying their best to find a solution to the problem, but they all putting lipstick on a pig because they won't tell the truth. The truth is, until our community wakes up and makes this a priority, it's going to always be like this. There is no other way. There ain't no shortcuts. You know, when you go to rehab, you don't get to go through no shortcut. You got to go through the pain, the horror. You got to go through everything to get where you need to go. This right here is revelation to me that we got a long way to go. We got a very long way to go. And I know I'm on my soapbox, and I really don't care if you don't like it, get off my page. Okay? But I'm just saying, all of us got some of them. They should. What they gonna do? Oh, that's a dang shame. Oh, wow. Man, who is it a shame against? Us? We talking about it's a shame for us. We always want to lay the blame on anybody other than yourself, you. And if you don't do nothing about it, you is just as big of a hypocrite as the person who dropped it. And I'm going to be on for a while because I'm kind of mad. When the more I think about it, you know, I had somebody that was very dear to me on yesterday. Love this brother like a big brother, like a little brother. And he kind of grieved me, man. I was telling him about what I want to do and what I'm trying to. He wanted to try to find all the reasons for me not to do with that. He wanted me to do what he wanted. Man, this is what you should do. Man, I wanted to slap him across his lip and say, don't tell me what I should do. Why don't you do what you think it should be done? Because if you ain't doing that, then you basically a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. And if you want to put down anything somebody else tries, that ain't the right thing to do. When we ain't found the right thing to do, well, if anybody would give them something about, and I'm talking about it because it pisses me off. It ain't sexy. This ain't sexy enough for y'all. This ain't sexy. But we always want to pass the buck. These shooting galleries like this, they're all over the world. And we sit on our ass and let it exist in our community. And then we want to talk about, well, why are people killing each other? Because y'all ain't loving on nobody. Love will conquer the world. If we just come out and love our streets, love the people that was doing this, talk to them. We got mental illnesses. I'm trying to tell people, man, there's people that's mentally sick. Some of us that are healthy are sick because we've endured so much tragedy and thoughts and all the stuff that goes in our minds and the trauma. We've gone through so much trauma. This is somebody who's gone through a lot of trauma and they're begging for help. And we walk on by them because it ain't in our family. It's in your neighborhood. Y'all walk past things. And I've been doing my best to try. I couldn't do it no more. It's costing me. It's costing me because I have a hard time seeing this and not doing anything about it. That's just me. I have a hard time seeing needles on the street and not stopping and getting a bag to pick the needles up off the street. I have a problem with walking past trash in the middle of our streets and not stopping to get the trash sometime. I have a problem with people throwing trash out their windows of their cars. I have a problem with people going to the restaurant and getting some ketchup for their fries, and they sit in their car and they pour the ketchup on their fries, and then they take that little ketchup package and throw it out the window so it comes all nasty and look like blood on our streets. If I had a nickel for every ketchup package I picked up off the street of Oakland in the last month, I would be rich. But then I would be rich if I didn't find this right here. I found this on the street of Oakland in the middle of a sidewalk. Yes, in the middle of the sidewalk. You can see it wasn't tucked behind nothing. And there's a crack pipe. Where that crack pipe? There's a crack pipe. Oh, y'all didn't smoke crack? Y'all know nothing about crack. Let's see, I can't get over there, y'all. There's a crack pipe on the floor, on the ground. These are a whole bunch of needles on the ground. Let me get out the way so y'all can see it. That's needles on our street. Kids walking past that every day going to school. Some kid picked that up and start playing with it and stick themselves with it. We talking about corona. This is something we can do. We can't do a damn thing about corona. But we can do something about this if we cared enough. What can I say, man? you know, what can I say? I'm like, I didn't mess myself all up because I didn't got myself involved in like in something that's way so much bigger than me. I never could tackle the problem by myself. I never thought I would have to. I thought that people would come out, they would see the need that we have to unite around one thing, and that is to take our streets back. Okay, that's all I want. I want to take our streets back. If we all come together, me by myself, I can't take nothing. I won't make a dent. But if I can get a 5,000 or 10,000 people or 20,000 or 100,000 people to stand behind me and say, let's go take our streets back, and we make a pledge as what that's going to look like, and we get out here and we do the work, and we make sure we bring our city back, and we go out here and clean the gutters, and we go out here and clean our city up, and we start looking out for those murdering demons that's out here. How y'all going to do it? You can't pray them away. Faith without works is dead. But I believe that if we can wake up our community and stop being so lazy, there's 24 hours in a day. You can't find an hour or two a week to give back to your community in some kind of way. The community who have kept you, the community who have taken you, went to schools your children. You drive down the streets, you use the streets every day, you use the curbs, you use the stores, you use all this stuff around here so nasty. And we can do something about it, because if we take some pride in the small things, the other bigger things will come together too. But y'all want to look past the obvious this. Y'all look right past this, trying to stop murderers. Okay, trying to stop people molesting kids. When it starts, we need to start from the ground up. We need to start from the street up. But don't nobody want to start at the street, because y'all want to go in and start, about half. Y'all want to start almost at the promised land, when there's work to be done on the street. Until we decide that we're going to take our streets back, none of this changes. Until we get enough people in our city that give a damn about what's going on, we ain't got no chance. Okay, and if y'all want to give up, you can. I'm not. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going, because I've dedicated myself to do it. And I know I see y'all leaving. This cool. Bye. I see y'all, because y'all the ones that we really don't want to talk to anyway. It's the ones who have some compassion, some people who got love in their heart, some people who want to love on other people, some people who love their community, some people that want to give and not take. All y'all that's leaving are people that want to take. You take, you take, you take. You've been taken from our community from day one. What have you ever given to the community? Your opinion? You can keep that, because we all got an opinion. But do we all got the time to go out and put some time in to make a difference? Have you volunteered somewhere to make a difference? Have you come on, you see this. There's somebody who needs some help. They dropped this and let it stay in our street. And I bet you if it in the white folk neighborhood, they'd have had a meeting. They'd had a meeting down there. But in our community, because we've been so anesthetized to doing nothing, that we do nothing. This should appall all three of y'all in the room with me. I see three people in this room with me, and y'all looking at me like I'm crazy. Okay, I ain't crazy. I am not crazy. I went into a liquor store the other day down on 85th, and I'm going to tell you where it is. I'm hoping somebody will go down there and slap this man across his mouth. No, I ain't going to say it. Let me take that back. I take that back, because Facebook will put me off the air. So I'm rescinding that last mark, because I've already been put on Facebook probation. I'm on it now. So anyway, let me retract that. I wish somebody other than myself would walk in that store on 85th and International Boulevard and tell that man, don't open your door no more without cleaning up in front of this place. Don't open your door no more. Don't close your doors at night with all this nastiness out here on the street. And I'm not talking about just in front of your door. I'm talking about next door to your door. I'm talking about down the street from your door. People go in this store and they get alcohol and they drink the alcohol in front of the store and they drop the bottle, and the people in the store won't even go pick the bottles up. What kind of crap is that? And ain't nobody in our neighborhood went over to say nothing to them. And we just go in there and buy stuff like it ain't nothing. Ain't nowhere in the world I'll spend a dime in your damn store. And if you really keep pissing me off, I'm going to try to find somebody to give a damn, and we going to come down here and pick at your store, and don't let nobody go in this shit and buy nothing. You can't come in our neighborhood and take money and don't be putting nothing back in. All we asking you to do is clean up around the stuff that your store is producing. Look around. Drive through our neighborhoods and look at the stores and look at what kind of bottles and alcohol bottles and cake and all the stuff that's around their businesses. Because people go in the store and buy some potato chips and walk out and they eat the potato chips before they get home and drop the bag on the floor, on the ground, and it's blowing all around. And we got thousands and thousands of people going to these stores. How the hell we gonna take care of bigger things when we can't take care of these small issues? I don't know. Y'all, y'all forgive me if I'm wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong. You got to care about somebody other than yourself. And I am so tired. I am so tired of people calling me, telling me, well, you should do this. Won't you do it? Don't call me and ask me to do shit that you ain't willing to do yourself. That's what all of us do. We got an opinion about some shit that you wouldn't even do yourself. You got an opinion, do it yourself. And this is the word for the day. It says February 8, 2022. Pay attention to the details of your life to find unrighteous places where the enemy can infiltrate and wreak havoc. Ask for wisdom to know where to have open doors. You are well able to overcome and be free and set your feet on higher ground. James 4:17. Therefore, submit unto God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Man, we got to wake the hell up. Don't nobody need y'all opinions no more about what we should do. If we had $1 for everything we should do, we wouldn't have the problems that we got right now. But we got problems and ain't nobody willing to start from ground level because y'all don't want to get your hands dirty. That's really what it comes down to, y'all. And guess what? I have earned my right to be able to come on here and cuss y'all out about it. Because guess what? I decided to do something about it. Because I was in the same boat that y'all was in, walking past this kind of stuff, needles in the middle of the street, our street. And we talk about this, our neighborhood, but we walk past needles. Or you walk past bottles. Or you walk past homeless people that then discarded their stuff in the middle of the street. It takes all of us to fix it. One person, you can't expect the city to fix it by themselves. We can't fix it unless we get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is us dropping stuff. If we start picking up and not allowing people to do that, because if we had a little pride and you came out there with me and you cleaned up that street in front of where you is, you would feel a little obligation to make sure it stayed clean. You know, that's how I be feeling. I'm out there on 81st. Sometimes I ride through there during the middle of the day just to make sure it's still clean. And if I see something out of place, I'll go pick it up and throw it away, just because that's a part of what I'm taking care of. And if y'all would come out there and do the same thing, get out here on 78, 71st, what street you live on, and clean up your street. Walk down your block from one corner to the other corner and make sure there's no paper on your block. Go down the main thoroughfare. Make sure there's no plate on your block. Okay, and then when you come home at night and your street look really, really clean, you can feel good about it. When there's no murders happen on your street, because I truly believe if we take care of our streets and we take care of the people on the street and we make people feel a different kind of way about their existence on our streets, we will stop the murdering. You ain't gonna take a gun out of somebody's hand unless you work on their mind. And we can't get to everybody's mind unless we take it to the street. The one thing that we have in common, we may not have the same religion. We may not have the same upbringing. We may not live in the same neighborhood. But one thing that we all have in common, and that is we travel up and down these streets every day. Let's make the streets be the best that they can be. That's where we're going to start changing it. Because then as we can draw people into it, other people will start coming in. And you start allowing people. I know it's a big job. I know it sounds like a dream. But you know what? Somebody got a dream to make a change. And if that's me, I'll take it. But God is giving me a vision to change some stuff. Y'all say, why am I out there on the streets? Because why not be out on the streets? What, be at home, sitting behind closed doors and with nothing to say? Y'all got a lot to do. A lot of y'all ain't got a damn thing else to do. It's 24 hours in a day, and you mess up at least 17 of them doing nothing. You sleep, what, 7, 5, 6 hours a day, and you can't give a 1 hour or 2 hour to just your surroundings. If we all just decided we're going to give an hour or two just around our own surroundings, and everybody did it, we could stop the murdering. We wouldn't have to have the security guards. And I know it sounds foolish. It sounds foolish to even consider. But somebody got to consider the absurd, because the normal stuff that we doing ain't worked. We ain't came together. And even if we just do it in our community, you can't get nothing done by yourself. I know I can't do it, but they say, man, look at this fool out here cleaning up the streets of Oakland by himself. When they say, just give me a broom and let me help you, bro. Let everybody come get a broom and come help me. That's how you pay me the biggest homage you can pay me, by grabbing a broom or a trash can or a bag and start, because we all can do it from the first one walking to the one that's 99 years old can walk outside their door and definitely find something to do every day to help your community. You don't have to go that far to figure out something. But if you put it on your heart that you're going to fix something in your community every day, and you go about it and just do that every day and get other people to do the same thing, we could change the way our lives are. There's no other way. You tell me another way. You tell me another way. This is the way it's going to be hard to do. It'll be very, very hard to do, but I think it'll be worth it if we all just got a little piece of it ourselves. And I'm just talking about Oakland now. If we can confine what I'm talking about to one small geographical area, and in a 12-month period of time, we see the difference that happens because we take care of ourselves, we take care of our streets, we take care of each other, we make sure that the riffraff is down, we stand up to riffraff, we stand up to them dragons, we stand up to the people out here doing wrong, we stand up to the people that are doing the murdering. Why y'all scared of? You scared of them anyway. You might as well go up in their face and try to psychologize them and get them to put these guns down so that we can all live in peace. But no, that ain't happened yet. That's the only thing we really ain't been able to do, is get us all together, and we all come at it together without killing each other and tearing up stuff. We don't have to riot nor boycott. What we do need to do is come on one accord. If we could all if we can get enough of us in the same place doing the same thing, we can stop the murdering. We can clean up our streets. We can give our children a better environment. We can live in a better environment. And I know I'm sitting on there talking a whole lot of crap, but my prayer is that it happens, that God find a way to bring us together like the children of Israel. Look, they wandered in the desert for 40 years. When people was trying to tell them, if you just did this right here, if y'all could just come together, if y'all would just listen to what's being said, we can be off to the promised land. But no, did nobody trust each other, and all the crap was going on. So God let them wander in the wilderness for 40 years. Don't you feel like we wandering in the wilderness around here? We got no solutions to nothing. We can't solve the corona. We can't solve nothing. But we could. One thing that is going to take, I believe, is we're going to have to come together, and we're going to have to move in one direction with one purpose and one cause. And if we can do that amongst ourselves, I believe that we can all get enough people on the cause that we can change the world. We can change whatever. But everybody got to be moving the same direction. I know it's a tall order. I know it's not easy to do. If it was easy to do, somebody would have figured it out already. Somebody would have figured it out already, that we're going in too many different directions for different reasons, because everybody got their opinions, and mostly everybody just wants to be right. I talked to somebody the other day, man. I was trying to tell him something, and man, I just had to shut up and let him be right. Bro, ain't no sense in me trying to say nothing to you, because there's no sense of us reasoning. Because you don't want to reason. You just want to be right. And I'm going to let you be right. But can we be right together? I don't have to sit up and argue with you about this, that, or the other. But what you did do is sit up and talk all day about the stuff that needs to be done. They need to get them broken cars off the street. It took so long for them to do such and such and such. And he up there complaining. And I said, well, what did you do about it? What did you? Well, well, man, you ain't did nothing. That's what it is. You sat up and talked about it because you're scared. We scared of our streets, y'all. Y'all scared of East Oakland. Y'all scared of West Oakland. You scared of North Oakland. Y'all scared wherever you live. We scared everywhere. The world is lawless right now. The police don't show up for nothing. I was talking to somebody about the popo. They come after the crime. They don't deter crime right now. How in the hell we going to police our communities if we don't police them ourselves? If we don't get out here in these streets and start policing these streets ourselves, it's a wrap. This is Sodom and Gomorrah. Everybody is going to go their own way. There's no way that we can go other than to kill each other off. And that's what's going. The police ain't out here. When the last time you seen a police car? I don't know about other cities, but in Oakland, I walk these streets every day, and very rarely do I see a police car. And it's no traffic at all. They didn't cut out all traffic warning in the whole city. I should not be saying this on air because these kids might get it. There is no traffic cops on nowhere on the city. You don't see nobody around here getting no tickets for doing nothing wrong. You don't see none of that. They running up in these stores and robbing them because they know that the police ain't gonna come until they're gone to take a report. The police ain't gonna come and do no Mexican standoff with somebody breaking into some place. They're gonna let them break in and run off with the stuff, and everybody know it. That's why I had all the windows are boarded up around our community. Because everybody know that the criminals know the police ain't coming. They not coming. So what do we do? What do we do? We take our community back. We come out of our houses. Everybody comes out of their house and shows up. That's going to be my prayer today is, Lord, just bring everybody out to the streets so we can take our streets back before it's too late. It may be too late already, but it ain't too late as long as we that are here still breathing. There's a way that we can solve this problem, and that is just coming together, coming out your house, become a community. Y'all remember how it used to be when we was kids? Man, everybody knew everybody on the block because we came out. My auntie knew everybody up the street. My mama knew the people downstairs. They used to sit down and play cards together and what have you. Man, we was a community. We could go around the corner to such and such's house and sit around there, and you know that you around there too long. Your mama got the number to the peoples, and if you come around there, you better bring your own ass home. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that no more. Don't nobody know nobody. Everybody is so into their own thing. But we need to have one thing in common that we can all come together on and start sharing time with each other. We wouldn't have to, going to clubs and all that, man. We didn't have to go to no clubs back in our day. Our neighborhood was the club because somebody in our neighborhood was doing something. We go over here and play some dominoes, tell some lies, and all my partners be over there rolling through day and night. You know what I'm saying? We had a great time, but we took care of our neighborhood. We made sure the elderly in our community didn't have no problems. If they needed some help, we was there to help them. My friends, even when I left and went to the military, even my friends used to help my Aunt Ree and my grandmother and them. They would come up the street and help my grandmother because she was known in the community. And if she needed anything, they knew what to do. Do y'all have that now? Do you know your neighbor, the man across the hall? Do you know the man next door to you up the street on the corner? We need to come out of these houses and do that and get some air at the same time and start being okay, being around each other. I'm about to get out of here because I just wanted to come on for a few minutes because I'm appalled at this, what y'all see behind me. I am totally appalled at that. I did clean it up. I cleaned it up. One of the dope fiends came and pointed it out to me and said, hey, bro, we need to get this up. And there was a crack pipe over there. We got a bunch of needles, you know what I'm saying? And we got it up. But my thought was, how do we get this up consistently? If we're not out here doing this work together, how do we fix this problem? Everybody has an opinion. Well, Kenny, well, they need to have a needle. They need to have the needle thing right there on the fence. So if they want to do their needle, they can just, man, shut up. Shut up. Well, man, they need to start passing out free needles to the junkies, and they would need that. I mean, shut up. They didn't already tried that. But they just need to give them the exact amount of needles that they need. And they got to turn in 2 needles to get 2 new needles. Let's shut up. We need to get our community back, y'all. And I know I'm just ranting and raving, and I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to be bringing this before God because I believe God has been answering my prayers. I know God has been answering my prayers because I couldn't be where I'm at right now. If God wasn't real, I would not be here, y'all. It'd be a wrap for me. I'd have OD'd. I probably would have been on some of this crap up here. If it had not been for God on my side, I could have very easily been a junkie. Couldn't you have been? And some of us was junkies on other things. Well, in fact, I was a junkie on other things. I ain't never liked no needles. Ain't had to worry about me. I cringe at the sight of a needle. I almost got kicked out of the military because I couldn't take a shot. But you know what? I had my own proclivities I had to overcome. And I'm sure a lot of y'all got your own proclivities that you need to overcome as well. But if we all come together, the only way that we can really make a difference is we can figure out a way that we can just find one thing in common and we solve that one problem together. Let everybody have their own individuality. But if we can just come and take one step, and the step I'm talking about is taking back our streets. We got to take back our streets for all. This is going to continue. It's all over the world, but it's more of us than it is of them. But me and you can't do it alone. It needs to be just as many of us out there as it is you. So with that being said, I'm going to invite you guys down on Saturday morning to 81st and International Boulevard, the Old East 14th. We're going to be down there. We've got, I think, 3 shovels and 3 rakes and 3 brooms. I'm looking for, I want to go buy a blower. I did put a thing in, we're raising money for the cause. I want to go buy some leaf blowers so we can blow the trash down the street and stuff like that. We need some more bags. We need more gloves, hard gloves. I do have the plastic gloves, but somebody gets stuck with the plastic gloves. So I want to get a few pairs of the more sturdier gloves because picking up this kind of stuff on our streets, it can be very dangerous for us out there. So I do want to get some sturdy gloves. I'm not sure if you guys have saw my my page where we're looking to raise a few dollars for some equipment. I've spent a lot of money already, and I will spend it if I have to. But I'm also giving you guys the opportunity to being part of our city cleanup. I don't want the money. In fact, I'm trying to make sure that I'm not breaking some kind of campaign finance laws or something by taking this money. I'm going to look into that tomorrow. And if I need to set up a separate account to raise money to clean up our streets. And I'm just going to ask that you guys donate to that fund. But I would, more than money, I would prefer your time, because that's really what's going to solve the problem, is just getting everybody out. We've been out talking to homeowners on every block. Could you guys help us clean this up? Can you help us clean up? You saw we just cleaned it up. It's clean now. It's clean, and now it's clean. It's better. It was dirty. Now it's clean, and clean is better. Can you guys come out and just clean your area, or can you clean around the areas that you can see? And they say, well, all they got to do is come back and do it. Then all you're going to do is go back and clean it again. Okay. And every time they do it, you're going to keep cleaning it. And if you keep cleaning and they keep dropping, and you keep cleaning and they keep dropping, it's going to be a battle that somebody got to win. And I believe clean will overwin dirty every time, especially if you go have a conversation with people about what it is you're doing. Look, we're changing our mindset. We're not going to be a dirty people. We're not going to throw our trash on the street. We're not going to drop our narcotics on the street. We're not going to do drugs right out in the open. In fact, I had a guy down I'm not going to tell you where it is. I had a guy the other day. He was laying on the side of the, actually several times I've seen it. But the other day I was walking into this little homeless camp The guy was sleeping in a van. There was some tents around it. And I walked in. I was just talking to him about cleaning up the city and, what we wanted to do to help them. We wanted to help you bring some housing to the area. If any of them would be interested in moving into an apartment, if we could find them a house off the street, would they be interested? And they were like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And while I was standing there talking, this brother took out a big old, what they call, we used to call it a big old boulder. And he put it on his pipe, and he went to go hit that sucker, and he lit it and then pulled on it. I was like, man, don't you know I'm an ex-addict? You doing that right in front of me like that, man? It was like you don't even know if I'm the police or not, man. I know when I was out there doing my dirt, man, ain't nowhere in the world I could have sat out on East 14th and smoked no crack. Come on, man. These people are sick. And then I ran across another cat. He would, could you imagine somebody laying on the floor with their head propped up against the building, and they got some crack on their pipe on International Boulevard, smoking their pipe right on International Boulevard. With cars passing by, I'm walking by them, and they ain't even tripping. They ain't even tried to put it down, try to hide it, none of that. We got some sick people on the streets. Y'all don't know how sick they are. And I know nobody wants to risk their own life. Nobody wants to risk their own whatever. But aren't you risking it anyway? These are the guys that's robbing you. These are the guys that's stealing. And I'm about to get out of here. I just want to come on because I had not been on in a long time. I don't know if you guys can hear the noise. My computer is broke. It's making a lot of noise. If you guys hear the humming noise in my broadcast, that's my computer. It's not very loud right now, but it has gotten very loud. So I don't do as many live shows as I was, but I had to come on and talk about this. I just had to. I've been trying to figure out what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? But what I decided to do, I'm just going to set it up and let y'all see it and let me talk about it and see how many of y'all are really appalled as I am. I hope you're appalled enough to meet me Saturday morning at 9 a.m. at 81st and International Boulevard. We're going to be re-cleaning the area where we found these needles. We're going to go through there and clean it every week. Hey, I see you in there. Thank you. I'm not sure who that was that sent the note, but I appreciate it. We do have a Fund Me page on my page. If you guys would go to Kenny Foreclosure Session Facebook page and scroll down a little bit, you'll see where we're taking donations for. I want to get us a big blower. If we get enough money, I want to start hiring some of the people off the street and give them $20, $30 to help me clean up around our community. I think that would be a great thing to do for the brothers out there that's dropping the trash. We go out and we give them a small stipend, $20, $30, just to come and help us clean up in the neighborhood that they're dirtying up. So I'm raising a little money for that, just so I can pay little stipends here and there to some of the brothers. They always like that when you give them a couple of dollars, or you at least have cared about them enough with giving them something without asking, without them asking, because they will ask. But I think you get them on your side when you just offer, man, here go $20, bro. I just want to do something to help you out, man. And they'll show up the next week. So those of you guys that can't show up at 81st International, I'm going to ask you to go and donate to the cause. All the money that is raised is going to go toward cleaning up our city. The dumping fees each week, I think I'm paying between $62 and $120 per week, just dumping trash off the city of Oakland. In fact, I got a whole truck full of, and I hate to tell y'all this, y'all probably ain't gonna like the truck that got all these needles in it right here. It's parked back there because I haven't dumped it yet because I don't have the money. Can I just tell y'all that I don't have the money to invest in dumping this week? I don't have no money. I've been spending money the last month on dump fees, and then I've given away money for people that have come out. A couple homeless guys have helped me, and I've helped them. I'm not trying to say that because I want you to say nothing about it. I'm just trying to tell you why I don't have very much more money to invest in the cause. I will invest what I have to invest, but I'm hoping we can get some donors that will help us with some of the things, or just bring us, come by and bring us what we need. If you like to, we're going to be between 81st. I did get down as far as 79th last week. We were at 81st. We cleaned that up on Saturday. We cleaned up 80th. And then on my way back at 79th and International, which is Gonzales Market, they were out there cleaning up. So I jumped out the car and cleaned up with them a little bit and threw some of the stuff on the back of the truck. So we got down from 81st to 79th. We want to hit 78, 77, 76. We want to be where we can get that whole area cleaned in one day. We can go from 81st to 71st and clean the whole thing in one day. But that's going to take consistency. It's going to take a lot of people. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that by myself. But that's my vision, is we can clean from 81st to 71st, and we keep it clean every week. Okay, so that means every week we're going to go to 81st. We'll clean 81st. We'll clean 80th, because cleaning something once a month ain't going to do nothing for us. Cleaning it once a week is not enough. We need to be out there cleaning it every day. Don't you clean your dishes every day? Do your house stay clean if you clean it every day, if you clean it once a week? Which is better, once a week or once a day? Well, anyway, we can't get to the once a day, but I want to get to where we have enough people on the street where we can clean up a 10-block area that used to be nasty, and we clean it up ourselves amongst how many people? If we can get 20 people out there, we probably can keep that maintained for at least 6 months. Get 20 people to donate 3 hours a day, 3 hours on Saturdays, to come out and help us with those 10 blocks from 81st to 71st, where we can just take those streets back. We just want to take those 10 blocks back. We want to make sure there's no needles on those 10 blocks. We want to make sure all the trash is picked up on all those 10 blocks. We want to talk to the people out there on those 10 blocks. We want to talk to the people and encourage them to help us on those 10 blocks. We want to talk to the store owners on those 10 blocks. We want to talk to the people that hang out in those communities in those 10 blocks. And let's share some love with them. And also love on their city, love on the street, love on what's going on, and encourage them to come out and help. And you will be surprised. They will stop dropping trash. Go look at 81st right now. Man, they go get that trash up a lot of times before I can even get down there. That's the idea, is that if we keep it going, they can feel the pride, how good it makes you feel. And then when it makes you feel good, you want to go and do it again. And you do it again. And then we get enough people doing it. It's not about hiring people to do it. It's about enrolling our community to do it ourselves. If we do it ourselves, it's going to help our mental health. It's going to help a lot of things. If we do it ourselves, if we let the city do it, there's no benefit in that. The benefit is doing it yourself. You know what I did this morning? I got one of them big old waistbands, the waist thing that, a lot of us got stomach. Some of the consistency is the key, but you see all this stomach I got. I went and bought me one of them stomach wraps, and I walk with that for about an hour every day. And I come home and I done lost like 25 pounds, if y'all can't tell. I done lost 25. I got like another 20 to go. But when I'm out there picking up paper, I got that thing on, man. I be burning up. I come back and my whole pants, everything be wet. Look like I be done peed on myself, but it be because I'm burning all that fat that's coming off my stomach. And it's just getting out, just moving around. A lot of us, we don't even want to exercise. We sick because we don't do nothing. We let sickness catch you sitting still. They say, well, Kenny, why you sit still? Man, I ain't never going to sit still. When I get older, the sickness going to have to catch me moving. You ain't going to find me sitting around waiting on it. And if I get sick, I'm going to get up and do something until it go away. Okay, as long as I can move. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. I've been on here for a minute ranting and raving. But y'all see that right there? Hey, I hope that's a reality check for y'all. It definitely was for me. And I wanted to put it in y'all face today. I want you to feel guilty about not doing nothing. You ain't got to come down there where we are, but you need to do something somewhere. You done pass by some trash somewhere. Maybe you don't have the money to go do it. Maybe you and a friend of y'all go get you a trailer for the weekend. Go rent you a U-Haul for $39 and ride through the city and pick trash up. Get you some gloves and get you a mask and get all your stuff for $39.99. You can go get a U-Haul trip and just ride through the city picking and throwing stuff and get you a broom and a rake and just rake that trash up and throw it on the back of the truck until you get finished at the end of the day. Y'all, man, that would be an adventure. And you got some water out there, maybe you got some food out there, and you just make it a whole thing with you and your friends. Call your friends and say, look, we're gonna rent a U-Haul this weekend. We're gonna pitch in and rent a U-Haul, and we just gonna start on Bancroft right here, and we're gonna go down Bancroft, and we're gonna get every piece of trash we see on Bancroft from the start to Bancroft to the end of Bancroft. And y'all just do that every weekend. Or do it once a month. Rent a truck and invite some people to come over. Cook some dinner, have somebody at the house make a meal, and get all your friends over on a Saturday morning and cook breakfast for everybody. I'm giving quick breakfast for all your friends. Tell them to come in their tennis shoes, their gloves, they have their mask on, and cook breakfast for a bunch of people. And have them just come over to the house. And when after you have breakfast, y'all just go out, everybody full and stuff. We got our glasses on, our mask on. Let's just hit the street for 30 minutes. For 3 hours, and then you can maybe even have somebody else come by with lunch. So we go breakfast at 8, and then we clean from 9 to 12, and then we have lunch at 12:30 to 1. And we just all or have a barbecue or have an outside event or something. This summer, I want to have some concerts in the park. I want to do like we did when I was growing up. We would have different people. They would have a stage out on the main street. They would just block it off and everybody just come out and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're going to stop the murdering, is if we all come out of our house and start spending time together and finding these murders and start having conversations with them, have them be out, have more things for our children to do. A lot of these kids, they ain't got nothing to do. So they got these pistols running around. Check your GoFundMe. I will. I'm going to check it in a minute. I wish I would have had the thing at the link up. There's a link that I could have put up, but it ain't about money, y'all. This is not about the money. I don't give a damn about the money, really. I really just want to get y'all involved. Some of y'all can't come out where you can give some money to help others come help. That's all. And I got to make sure I ain't going to get taxed on this and all of that. But, right now, I really don't even care about that. What I care about is, can we do something? And all that. And somebody said it to me the other day, well, man, they're going to tax you. Man, who gives a damn about somebody taxing? That's y'all problem. Y'all be worried about the problem instead of trying to worry about the damn solution. Once we revolve the solution, we can go back and fix the damn problem. But y'all trying to fix the problem so much that you can't even get to the damn solution. Shut up. Some of y'all ain't no earthly good. You so heavenly bound, earthly good. Use common sense. Common sense. What we doing ain't working. Our individuality is not working. We need to come together as a community. And I believe if we got more voices in the community, we can stop a lot of this madness. And if we can't stop it nowhere but in Oakland, where I'm at, I'm going to die trying, y'all. I'm going to die trying. That's going to be my thing for the next 20 years, is bringing our community together, cleaning it up, and making it a better place for all of us to live. All right? Peace and blessings. If y'all can donate, go to my page. Man, I don't care about that. I ain't going to lie. I ain't trying to pretend like I got a whole bunch of money, because I ain't got no money today. I've been spending money on this thing right here and doing this, that, and the other. And I'm sure I got to go borrow a couple dollars from my baby girl, because I'm a little tapped out waiting on some deals to close. I call it like it is. Y'all be making these assumptions. You got all that money. Yeah, I make money, but, it costs money to make money, If you ain't never been in business, you didn't start a business, and we can tell you about all the payroll and all the people I have to pay every week to make me do my. Y'all see that? Y'all see that back there? That's why I'm getting ready to run for city council in Oakland. I don't even want to do it. I don't even want to be down there with them analyticals. I'm a guy that gets stuff done. I don't need to hear about how y'all gonna get it done. I need to show you how we gonna get it done. And just start. But guess what? I'm gonna take one for the team. And I'm gonna go down there and see. I don't know if I can straighten them up and make them fly right, but you know what? I'm gonna go down there and get something done. And I don't even have to get in office to get nothing done. I'm gonna get this done. But that's what I said to myself. I'm gonna do something that I know people gonna know. I mean, look, I'm getting it done right now. I don't have to. Y'all don't even have to. If y'all don't want me to be in, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing anyway. But I'm hopefully, if I can be at the table when the decisions are being made, I can help them make some decisions that are best for the people that are like me, that just want to live a comfortable life, that want to have the great, instead of analyzing everything, they do studies on everything. That's why I don't work for nobody. I don't need y'all to be running no studies on nothing. Nah, the way I study is get started, and we figure it out as we go. All right, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. Peace and blessings to you. Y'all see what we found on I ain't gonna tell you where I found it. We found that on the street. We cleaned it up. We're gonna be out at 81st and International on Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. We'll be cleaning up 81st, 80th, 79th, and I'm hoping we have enough people to get us over to 78. So we're going to clean up 81st again, 80th. We're going to clean that every week, because if you drive by there now, there's a lot of trash there. And I want to say thank you to East Bay Dragon Limo. He's the president and vice president of the East Bay Dragons. He brought some trash cans out for them over at 81st. I want to say thank you to that brother. People have been talking about that. We need more trash cans on the street. We have more people living on the street, so we need to have more trash cans on the street. So anyway, I want to thank him for that. And I want to see you guys out there with me on Saturday at 9 o'clock. And even better yet, donate to the cause. If you're out of the area, some of my Southern California family, hey, drop me $10, $20 on the book. You know what I'm saying? That's going to help me do what I'm doing. Hey, peace and blessings to y'all. And lastly, pray for me. Call my name when you call your prayers out. Just bless Brother Kenny Session. Lord, open up the windows of heaven and pour out some blessings for that brother, because I need all I can get. All right? Peace and blessing. I'll talk to y'all next time. Peace.